What up, though? What's going on, man? Sorry for the delay. Had to get my liquid motivation on. If you know what I mean. My adult beverage. You know what we do is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, hump day, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Give it up for yourselves for making it to Wednesday. Give it up. Give it up for yourselves, man. Please give the video a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up, man. We rolling. Man, it's a weird time, man. This world is weird. There's a lot of little stuff going on. Some major headlines, but a lot of little stuff. We talk about a lot of things tonight, man. A lot of things tonight. Checking in. Let's get to the top, man. Let's get to the top. Zach Rose in here. He already talking about Deshaun, man. He a man that knows what he wants. Can y'all hear me Can y'all hear me clear? Like, what does it sound like? Sean Hume, what up, though? Panther Arithmetic, what up, though? Juice World, you always hype, man. You always hype. Always hype. Sean Hume, what up, though? Ace, what up, though? Brad Hope, what up, though? Trill one, you already know. What up? Cam Dalton, what up? Adam G, checking in, what up, though? He said he about 20 adult beverages in because of the team. Me too. That's why I take a shot before every show and sip beer throughout. It's balanced. It's balanced. Miss Rand, what up, though? Tyree, what up, though? Y'all saying I'm good. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Y'all say I'm good. Okay. I believe y'all. Man, it's been a weird thing that's happened, man. Like this little bit of news stuff that's come out. We're gonna talk about college. Y'all know usually I don't talk about college too much. We're gonna talk about college today though, just because of this bread. We're gonna talk about a little bit of these college coaches and what the French toast is going on out here. You know what I'm saying? There's rumors of Matt Rule possibly going to college level. I mean, I don't blame him. They giving out the bag like that. I thought Matt Rule was getting paid a lot with $63 million. This man, Lincoln Riley, done got broke off. We're going to talk about it a little bit, though. Y'all give it up for yourselves, though. We made it to Wednesday, man. Great day to be alive. I'm about to crack open this ginger ale, too, man. Because this Panthers team make me sick. They made me a little sick. You know what I'm saying? This Panthers team. So, we got a cupcake over there. Wrong 1031. What up, though? Y'all get a video thumbs up if you have not. We got people rolling in, checking in. Y'all get a video a thumbs up if you have not. It really helps me out in the algorithm. It helps me out. Drew wants to he ain't never drunk a whole 12-pack till last week. You ain't lived, my boy. Or you ain't died. How does that work? You haven't lived or you haven't died? How does it work? Lucas, what up, though? So let's talk about it because we got to talk about these college coaches. Obviously, we got to talk about the NFL stuff. So y'all know this drama that's been going on, and it's beginning to get too much. It's beginning to get too much, to be too much. It's beginning to get too much, and I can't take it anymore. It's a lot of little stuff petty stuff that happen, but all this rumors time because a lot of teams are realizing reality that the season is over. Now that the college openings are happening, college coaches are getting a lot of these college coaches are getting axed because their season is over, regular season at least. I know a lot of people that are getting a new job, they don't hang around for the bowl games. They're not doing that. They're not going through those 2 or 3 weeks of practice that they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But unless you've been living under a rock, Lincoln Riley just got the bag and left Oklahoma for USC. Now, some people say that he just scared of the SEC. He was not on board with Oklahoma going to the SEC because we know even though Lincoln Riley is a pretty good coach, you know what I'm saying, even though he's a pretty good coach, he he, he struggles. He struggles against the bigger teams. Let's just call a spade a spade. He struggled against some of the bigger teams. But I thought Lincoln Riley personally would be going to the NFL level. But when you want to talk about somebody making an offer, you can't refuse. Lincoln Riley, they just really gave that man the keys to the city. Now, I knew the real estate market was crazy when I heard that people were paying all kind of money over asking price, and sometimes they were giving people money to pay for their next house and then paying over asking price for their house. But this takes the cake. Lincoln Riley, this man, they just created new type of deals. He set new standards. Lincoln Riley contract details, but he has $110 million. USC is buying both of his homes. First of all, Oklahoma probably bought him them 2 homes, either directly or indirectly. They're buying 2 of his homes in Oklahoma for over $500,000 over asking price. That means he's coming out $1 million total across both his properties in Oklahoma. Now, I used to live in Oklahoma. I lived there for 3 years. My parents went to Bible school out there. It ain't a whole lot out there. The real estate market is not that hot for them to be paying $500,000 over asking price. I'm just saying. But you call it what it is. But he's made $1 million off of both his houses. He's cashing out. Why you got 2 houses in Oklahoma? That's neither here nor there. But they paid $500,000 over both of them. Okay? Which is his $1 million bonus. They bought him a $6 million home in LA. $6 million. I know real estate in California and LA especially, so it's probably only like a 3-bedroom apartment. A 3-bedroom home. For $6 million. But still, it's still $6 million. $6 million. And now he gets 24/7 use of the private jet. G5. He's a part of the Mile High Club now. When Mike Tomlin came out and said that there's not a blank check in the world that a booster could have to make him lead the Steelers, I get it. He's a black coach, one of the most successful coaches in the NFL, longest tenure, ultimate job security. Man, listen. $110 million contract for 10 years, that's hell of a job security. 2 homes that you bought, you got $1 million bonus because they bought your home. The market had cooled off a little bit, but you ain't got to go through all that frenzy. They bought your home for you. So you ain't even got to worry about putting it on the market. And then they bought you a new home in LA. That way you don't have to worry about shopping for that. Not to mention you get a G5 plane to fly 24/7 PJ. I call it a PJ like I done been on one before. I don't have enough money to be able to call it a PJ. I just call it a private jet. I ain't got Lincoln Riley money. $110 million? It ain't too much you can't get done with $110 million. Everybody's like, Lincoln Riley should have went to LSU or he should have went to the NFL. Look, it ain't a lot you can't do with $110 million. It's not a lot that you can't do. Trust me. I'm scared of the things they may be an offer like this. I don't know. I'm looking for where the strings at. Where the strings at? You know what I'm saying? But this bag that these coaches are getting is ridiculous. And they had the nerve to be all up in arms about some of these guys getting paid. Some of these college players getting paid. Like the words of the great late young Dolph, get paid, young hitter, get paid. That's my mentality when it comes to these college athletes. Because these college coaches getting all the money. They doing all this, that, and the third. Because obviously recruiting is a big thing. But y'all don't want to pay these players that's got here on the field doing all this. That's my thing. Lincoln Riley, none of his players are not seeing that. Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield or Jalen Hurts aren't seeing any of that money. They were crucial to his ascent. It's not a whole lot you can't get done with $110 million, my man. Money talks. Matt Rule even took a job to coach the Carolina Panthers for $63 million. He wanted to really go to New York. But that money talk. Money talks. Juice World said it ain't. There ain't enough words in the world that could explain what he would do for $110 million. You ain't the only one. Some people do talk about doing something strange for a piece of change. Not me, but people have done more for less. For what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say. But I want that G4. I do want that private jet. That's a goal. So I said, would I good John Fox's job back? Nah. John Fox ain't got no desire to coach. John Fox ain't got no desire to coach, man. He ain't got no desire to give shots at some playing time. Left wish for head coach. So Brian Kelly ended up getting the best deal just because he went to the big talks. Yeah, he been getting whooped by the SEC for years, so he might as well join them. Straight up. Yeah, Lincoln Riley shot me too. He shot me, bro. He shot me. But let's move on to the NFL, man, because you know this is where we live. Let's talk about these running backs. Christian McCaffrey, the Carolina Panthers starting running back, tweaked that ankle in Miami. Tweaked that ankle in Miami in the game. And apparently, it was more than a tweak. Apparently, it was more than a tweak. Because now he's on injury reserve and is out for the season. Christian McCaffrey will only play, 5 games? 6 games this year? I don't even want to do the math. The numbers are getting too high. But Christian McCaffrey's out. And I'm a big proponent of the best ability is availability. And I love Christian McCaffrey. I got my jersey right here, folded up neatly beside me. Nah, it's on the ground. I ain't gonna cap. But a lot of people are saying they're coming out. This is a proponent of this is why you don't pay running backs. Don't ever pay running backs. Don't pay running backs. I just want to know what solution do you have? Because it's gonna get messy. These guys are gonna hold out, and you're not gonna get the value that you want when you trade. So how do you suggest handling these situations if you are a pro team? Because you got some of the top running backs in the league, if not all the top ones. Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara is week to week with a sprained knee. Dalvin Cook is back to his usual ways and getting hurt. Ezekiel Elliott been banged up. So there's a pattern. You can't even blame running backs at this point. How about instead of trying to pay these guys and run them into the dirt or run them into the dirt before they get paid, that way when they get paid, they play bad. How about you see what they can do, give them a chance, but then build an offense, a well-rounded offense. That way you don't have to 100% rely on these guys. That way you don't run them in the dirt. You know, back in the day, there was a point where people would have 2 running backs. The Panthers did it themselves first with double trouble, whatever you want to call them, with Jonathan Stewart and D'Lo Williams. How about build a system like that where you don't have to heavily rely on them and they can see the end of a contract. You don't have to have a bunch of dead money. It doesn't seem that complicated to me. Because everybody seems to have the mentality, oh, we're not going to pay you. And then the guy holds out, they finally pay him, and then they run him into the dirt up until the contract. And then after the contract, you put all these miles on this car. Why would you put rims on the car that you done had for 20 years? Figuratively speaking. It already got wear and tear. You got to put rims on a brand new car. Pay him early. If I'm a running back, I'm doing exactly like Christian McCaffrey did. After year 3, I'm holding out. Low key. Behind the scenes. Christian McCaffrey, they didn't tell y'all, but he held out. They just liked him so much because he's a good guy. They didn't want him to get messy, so they paid him. They paid him. But that's the best way to do it. That is the best way to do it. Get paid as soon as possible. Because they're going to keep running you in the dirt. The same way, as much as they ran you in the dirt before, you got that money to earn it, they're going to do it after because they feel like, all right, you twisted our arm behind us. Now that you twisted our arm, you better earn this money. Christian left, Christian right, Christian up the middle, Christian pass to the outside, left. Christian pass to the right outside there. Christian deep down the seams. Christian on kick return. Christian on punt return. Christian, go out for the coin toss. Christian, can you paint the back porch? Christian, can you wash the dishes? Christian, can you take out the trash? They got this man doing everything. And you wonder why these guys get ran into the dirt. Oh, yeah, and he can pass. But why do they run these dudes in the dirt, man, and they wonder what happens. They wonder why. They wonder why. So it's got to be a better way. It's got to be a better way. And then, what they said? That's how the song go? It's got to be a better way, man. It's got to be a better way. But like I said, if I'm a running back, I'm getting that bag after year 3. Maybe year 2, depending on how I ball. Because time is never on your side. It's never on your side. The more time that you keep going, the more likely you are going to get hurt. So this message is to Jonathan Taylor, my new favorite running back and self-proclaimed by me the best running back in the league. I have yet to watch Hard Knocks, but I am a big Jonathan Taylor fan. Man, listen, bro. Listen. Get out of it. Get out of there, man. Get out of there. Either the man to trade to get paid or get paid now. Like, get out of there, man. The writers, everybody sees it coming a mile away. I hope you do. They try to throw shade on you coming out of college, saying that your O-line in college was so good. We don't know how good Jonathan Taylor really is. That was BS. Why not just put a better O-line in front of him and watch him do the same thing, which is exactly what's going on now. But listen, know your worth, young man. You're going to get that rushing title this year? Go ahead and get paid. Go ahead and get paid, man. Do it now. Do it now. Get out of there, okay? Okay? But yeah, it's the running back situation is messy. I get it, but I'm a running back advocate. I'm a running back advocate. But shout out to the GOAT, not really the GOAT, but he the greatest of my generation, Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson, he's bucking all these trends. He did get hurt, but he came back and ran for 2,000 yards after he came back from ACL surgery. He was one of the first guys to tear his ACL and to really just be like, yeah, it's nothing. I'm back in 6 months and I'm doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Adrian Peterson. I said, I'm 30 years old. He the best running back of my generation. Period. The longevity, the dominance, the power, the speed. I mean, Adrian Peterson is that dude, man. He's that dude. Shout out to my boy. All day. Hit the comments. Y'all talking about keeping them. So you calling the same thing with Jonathan Taylor. Man, knock on wood, man. Don't be jinxing these folks. Knock on wood. So he's like Chubb and Hunt. Chubb and Hunt both be getting hurt too. They got hurt this year too. But you're right. I agree. Jonathan Taylor from Jersey. I ain't know that. I did not know that. I did not. Zoom this thing out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Set my chair up so I can see my logo on my shirt. I promise y'all that merch is coming. You guys get a video thumbs up if you have not. Make sure you are subscribed if you have not also. We're going in, fam. What the world? Y'all saying trade CMC. That dead cap is stupid. It's stupid. We're not trading CMC. That dead cap is outrageous. Borderline disrespectful. But tomorrow is Thursday night football. Tomorrow is Thursday night football, guys. And the look, as a Panthers fan, and this is a fan of the sport, y'all saw me do my worst fans in sports league. And I'm going to watch tomorrow just because of fantasy implications. But this is going to be the most. If I could pick two of the worst teams that I probably hate in the NFL to see play each other, just because I hate them, the team, the fan base, whatever, it has to be the Saints versus the Cowboys. This is like a nightmare. I'm gonna watch it because I like NFL so much, but this is gonna feel like a nightmare. The Cowboys and the Saints facing off each other in the same game on the same field. Shanae, oh my goodness. I don't know. I guess I need some ginger ale because my stomach hurt just thinking about watching that game. No matter what happens at the outcome in that game, somebody's fan base is gonna be obnoxious. Somebody's fan is gonna be annoying. And somebody probably still think they're going to the Super Bowl or to the playoffs based after the game is over. That's just how delusional both these fan bases is. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, these two of my least favorite teams in the league. Two of my least favorite teams in the league, the Saints and the Cowboys. Nevertheless, the Saints will be having a new starting quarterback. Trevor Siemian has gone to the bench. I know, guys, I know it's heartbreaking. Trevor Siemian has been benched for none other than the next coming of Steve Young, the guy that's better than Lamar Jackson. Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill will be starting in this game versus the Cowboys that we wish both teams could lose in. Taysom Hill will be under center and a shotgun and probably throwing some incomplete passes for the New Orleans Saints. Finally, Taysom Hill gets a start. Sean Payton gassed his man up, calling him Steve Young-like. Like I said, there were guys that said that they would take Taysom Hill over Lamar Jackson or Taysom Hill over Cam Newton. The disrespect was at an all-time high. But Taysom Hill got more playing time at quarterback last year when Drew Brees went out than Jameis. This year, Jameis won the starting job, fair and square, or whatever you want to call it. But I blame Sean Payton because Taysom Hill is going to lay an egg. He's going to lay an egg. I mean, he's not a quarterback. He just signed his new extension to incentivize the most of the payment is incentives, and mainly if he plays quarterback, they're gonna give him his opportunity. The Saints aren't going to the playoffs. Let's be real. They didn't win a game all last month of November. There's nothing to be thankful for. They didn't win a game all last month. But he's going to try to earn some of that quarterback money with these incentives. Because like I said, that big contract extension he signed was predicated mainly, the range was so big. It was like between 45 and 90 million. But that's because if he plays running back or tight end or H-back, whatever he does, it's going to be on the low end. And the high end, if he plays quarterback, he'll do that. They're going to give him a chance to earn that quarterback money. I don't think he will. I don't believe it Taysom Hill. But a lot of this stuff has to do with politics, man, when it comes to Taysom Hill. There was no way he should have been on that field instead of Jameis Winston last year. With Sean Payton, he has a big ego. And I've said this before. Sean Payton has a big ego. He does. And so when he crowned Taysom Hill the next Steve Young, he had to make sure he lived up to that. Otherwise, he looks stupid in these streets. More stupid in these streets. You know what I'm saying? His ego. That's the one reason I Taysom Hill's getting this chance. Two, the politics. They paid him that money. They got to give him a chance to see it. They probably had him at the negotiating table. He was just like, nah, I want to play quarterback. Whoop, 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 whoop. Pay me like one. Whoop, 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 whoop. 1 week later, after missing Thanksgiving game, he's getting a chance to start at quarterback. Ego and politics. Because it wasn't an ability. This man's not good. I mean, Trevor Siemian's not good, but y'all had an opportunity to try to sign Cam Newton. Cap is out there. There's a lot of different other vets out there you could have signed besides Trevor Siemian. Let's be real. But I have no sympathy for Sean Payton, man. You put yourself out there like this talking crazy, gas it up Taysom Hill, then you put him in all these packages in the Wildcat, and everybody loves to see all that. All these announcers in the media are just drooling over him. That's what happens. But I'm not feeling sorry for Sean Payton, man. I'm not. Because they're going to get what they deserve. I love seeing these dudes in misery. I love seeing these dudes in misery. I love it. Because all that BS and that trash talking that Sean Payton be doing, karma is quick. Y'all saw what happened to Joey Sly. Karma works fast as a mother lover. Joey Sly posted that thing talking about I'm back after kicking in Carolina. Let's see, this man done blown a hamstring out trying to chase down somebody he had no business trying to do. You weren't going to catch him, Joey. Why'd you do that? You weren't going to catch him. Now you hurt your hamstring. You got to tread lightly, my boy. You've been on it's your fourth team of this season. They're gonna pop that injury settlement for Joey in a minute because he ain't worth it. The juice ain't worth the squeeze when it comes to Joey. So we about to drag Kenny Pickett. So that Taysom Hill contract is easy. So that Taysom is playing in fasciitis. Taysom Tebow. Panthers are Kings. What up, though? Who don't like as a head coach and OC? Eric Bieniemy. I would love Eric Bieniemy to be his own OC. Said Payton was smiling when Jameis got hurt. Nick Simmons, what up, though? What up, though, man? Y'all make sure y'all get a video thumbs up if you have not. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. I'm Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk, recap and analysis of the NFL, in particular the Carolina Panthers. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon for all. That way you get notifications every time I drop a video or go live or do whatever. I'm still on that mission. I'm still on that mission for 5 bands. For 5 bands subscribers, I'm on that mission. I'm almost there. I'm a whole 21 Savage subscribers away. So make sure you are subscribed if you have not. I'm doing that giveaway when I get the 5 bands. Doing that giveaway when I get the 5 bands. Make sure you get a video thumbs up too. It helps out in the algorithm. It helps out in the algorithm. And the metaverse and all that stuff too. Moving on though. Speaking of quarterbacks, y'all hear about RG3? RG3 is coming out. He announced that he's writing a tell-all book. Now, this is not the first tell-all book that has come out of Washington, D.C. We know everybody named Mama. There's a formula there. All these people that used to work around Trump or used to work around that dumpster fire with Trump, instead of snitching on him in court, they just write a book and make millions. So it's no surprise to me that RG3 is following suit being in D.C. He sees the pattern. Now, we know that the football team has been, they've been in the mix, just to put it lightly, when it comes to these emails and the stuff with Gruden and this investigation on workplace misconduct. The football team, they've been in the ringer. Never mind the DEA raiding the athletic trainer's office, Ron Vermillion. That's neither here nor there. Basically, if there's smoke, there's fire. If there's smoke, it's probably the Washington football team. And these dudes still have not changed their mascot. Nevertheless, RG3, like I said, he will not be the first one to write a tell-all book coming out of Washington, D.C., but that's neither here nor there. But RG3 said that if the NFL not going to release these emails for his investigation, I'm telling. This man, RG3, said he finna go run and tell it on the mountain. This man said he's going to talk about his experience in Washington. We know RG3, the former Rookie of the Year, who in that year took the world by storm. Track speed was just brittle. He just didn't know how to slide. He used to get hurt a lot. Hit out of bounds. They just ran him. They ran him into the dirt. That playoff game, he came back into it. Foot ended up getting stuck in the grass. Career was never the same. This man even tried to come back and play for the Washington football team this year when they heard that Ryan Fitzmagic got hurt. A lot of people are saying that that's the reason why he's writing this book. I don't care about the motives. I just want the information. He could be petty if he wants to be like, I try to give y'all a chance to keep my mouth shut by giving me a job. If not, I'm back on there. So that tells me clearly the issue was probably with Shanahan because Dan Snyder is still there. Dan Snyder and RG3 had a great relationship to a fault. But RG3, he's going to tell it all. He's going to tell about them mismanaging his injuries. He's going to talk about the beef with the coach. He's going to talk about sexual harassment stuff going on. It ain't coming out till next year, but this sounds like it's going to be one of the best diss records since since Tupac dropped Hit 'Em Up. I'm ready for it. I'm not even a big RG3 fan because he be on some corny stuff sometimes, but I'm ready for this. Straight up. If the NFL not going to expose them emails, RG3 said he going to do it too. What's up? I'm ready. I'm ready. So make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Protect RG3 at all costs. That book don't come out till next year. Hopefully the ink is dry. But they're going to try to, it's a powerful people. Protect RG3 at all costs. It's a powerful people that may try to come at him and slander his name. Protect RG3 at all costs. I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even a fan of the boy. But protect RG3 at all costs. Okay? Until his book comes out. Protect him. Brad Holt said the Washington Redhawks. Isn't that the best way to shake off a racial slur, do a racial tribute? That's what all these companies did when the Black Lives Matter stuff happened. They just threw money at it. Started dropping clothing lines based off of Black history and stuff. They were putting Black Fist on all their clothes. Tim Estee, what up, though? What up, though? It's only 5K looking for $1 million. Me too. $1 million. Do we draft O-line or QB? O-line. All day. So RG3, no Vaseline. So that's a fact. So no one Dan Snyder to go try to go broke to block that book from coming out. We gonna see how much money it got. So here's the new name, the Red Hawks. I heard that too. Like I said, I guess like for the Tuskegee Airmen or whatever. Like I said, best way to come back from having your mascot being a racial slur is to make it into a racial tribute. We call that tokenism from where I'm from. That's just me. That's called tokenism. Excuse me, I'm just taking notes. But let's move on, man. We got a lot of stuff. So I heard something about the Red Wolves. I heard something about that too, but I think they just floating stuff. They really don't know what they finna do. But I know I've talked about, it's what, week 12? I talked about OBJ probably on 4 different occasions on the Duck on Demand show. We're about to do it again. OBJ. The Rams just played what's running back? OBJ, we know that the free Odell Beckham campaign, cornerstone by LeBron James himself, helped to free Odell Beckham, along with the help from Odell Beckham's father, dropping low lights of Baker Mayfield not throwing the ball to Odell Beckham when he was wide open, nevertheless. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Odell Beckham has signed with the Rams. We know that. He signed with the Rams. He went to L.A. He signed with the Rams in L.A. to make that super duper team. It's not even a super team anymore. It's a super duper team. It's a super duper team. Thanks for watching, AMG. Appreciate you. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, my man. Doing a giveaway when we get to 5,000. We're closing in. Washington presidents. Y'all just making stuff up now. The Washington presidents. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Odell Beckham Jr. We know the free Odell campaign cornerstone by LeBron James. It worked. him, the power of other players across other sports and social media, and Odell Beckham's angry father, Odell Beckham Sr., dropping low lights tapes of Odell Beckham not getting passes thrown at him by Baker Mayfield when he was wide open. It happened. It worked. Odell Beckham had his chance to pick the teams. And I told y'all, everybody just wants to be wanted. He took his time through free agency because everybody just wants to be wanted. He was drafted by the Giants, who he probably didn't want to go to, traded to the Browns, who he probably didn't want to go. And in his first time hitting the free agency, he took his time, narrowed it down to a couple teams, and he shunned the Packers for the Rams because we know his baby mama and girlfriend live in L.A. That's the type of lifestyle that Odell is into. Nobody wants to live in Green Bay where it's cold like that. It's slow pace. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But the Rams played the Packers on Sunday, and like all players typically do, Odell wanted to do a jersey swap with no other than Davante Adams. He wanted to do a jersey swap. Davante Adams said no. He said no. You didn't want to come to the Packers. You could have had your own jersey. You wouldn't have to swap one. If you just came to Green Bay, go swap jersey with Cooper Kupp. That's what he told him. He said, go swap jersey with Cooper Kupp. Now, that's the level of petty that I love to see and that I aspire to be on a daily basis. I'm a petty person myself. But those are heights of petty that I wish to reach. Those are heights of petty that I wish to reach. Salute to you, Davante Adams, Mr. Petty of the Year Award. Salute to you. But Odell Beckham, what was you thinking? Did you not think it was going to be bad blood or people being sour about it? You know, you had your choice. You was on the market. You was dating around. You got booed up. You got booed up with the Rams. You took yourself off the market. You chose the right one. You chose the one. I'm not saying it was the right one, but you chose the one. But now when the other ones that you was talking to, fooling around with, come back around, you see they still doing good. You want to check the temperature to see how everything's going. People do that all the time. Just checking in on you, making sure everything's straight. Hope you good. You look like you doing good. Let's go grab a bite to eat. That's what Odell did. Tried to kick the tires, temperature check. Temperature check. Davante Adams said, nah, we good over here, bro. We beat y'all. Ain't gonna change jersey with your teammate. Can't have your cake and eat it too, Odell. Bridges get burnt. Bridges get burnt. I'm drinking so many different things right now. I got beer. I got Gold Peak tea. The best tea. Like, I've never tasted tea this good. Like, just out of a bottle. Like, it's dark. It's sweet. It's really perfect. Like, you can add ice to it and it's still refreshing. Like, I love Gold Peak. They need to sponsor me. They need to. But it is what it is. But we talked about Odell, but let's talk about Odell Beckham's ex. His ex. The Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns have not been doing perfect without Odell. Clearly, Odell's not the problem. They've been losing at times. Baker Mayfield's been beat up, broke, battered, busted, and disgusted. He's still playing through all kind of crazy injuries. Why? I don't know. Is the Case Keenum pressure too much? Regardless, Baker Mayfield's playing hurt. Not 100%, not playing great, but if you're on the field, people expect you to perform. Unless your name's Matthew Stafford. Otherwise, the media's just going to make up excuses about your injuries and all this and that, about your big toe hurting and your back hurting, your neck hurting, your shoulder hurting, all that, whatever. But if you Baker Mayfield, you don't get that benefit of the doubt. But Baker Mayfield got daddy issues, dog. Baker Mayfield has daddy issues. Because at first it was Odell Beckham's daddy going on social media, dropping that picture of him not throwing the ball. And now Kareem Hunt, their running back. His dad is on social media complaining, talking about Baker is scared and hurt, and he said, "Man, I ain't dropping no videos or nothing like that." But clearly, Baker Mayfield is hurt. He's scared, and he the reason why we losing. He said, "I ain't with that rah stuff, talking about dropping videos and all that cute stuff, like that blonde hair boy daddy. I ain't like him. I'm just gonna tell you straight up." But Baker Mayfield got daddy issues. Baker Mayfield's dad got to fight back. Where's Baker's dad? He got to fight back. I see his wife online. Obviously, she on the commercials with him, so that she getting the bag too. You know what I'm saying? She defending him on social media, trying to. She fighting for her life out there. But where's Baker's dad? Where is Baker Mayfield's father? Where is he? Because everybody else's daddy got something to say. You need your daddy to come up and say something. But Baker Mayfield got daddy issues. I wonder who else Pop's going to be next to come at Baker. Because everybody's saying he need to be shut down, but he's still not being shut down. Ain't enough daddies in the world to get the Browns to bench him, apparently. So we're just going to see how everything plays out. A said the Browns low-key doing what they did to Cam back in 2018. Yeah. Giving a player – sometimes you got to protect these players from themselves, man. That's the thing. Sometimes you got to protect these players from themselves because it's a lot of pressure. And I be feeling bad and guilty sometimes. And I always hate when guys on the internet question injuries or question somebody's toughness or question whatever. The NFL is one of the most dangerous games in sports. It's a gladiator sport, literally. People can die on the field. People have permanent life damage for playing on that field. You don't get out there and not try or not give effort or whatever, go through the motions. That's how you get hurt. It's too dangerous to do all that. But at the same time, if you're hurt and people don't think you're hurt, they call you a wimp for not being tough enough. But if you go out there and play hurt and you don't play well because you're hurt, people don't care. If you're on the field, they're going to judge you accordingly. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So that's what happens when you get guys that are lying about injuries. You have a Cam Newton that's misleading the training staff and the coaching staff about the shoulder. You get Baker Mayfield playing through all kind of craziness when he probably shouldn't. You get a guy like Christian McCaffrey who feels so guilty about being out for the season when he's probably legitimately hurt. You got him going on Instagram writing these long captions fighting for his life because you got people questioning his heart, questioning if he just mailed it in because he got paid when they don't know nothing. When he could be just having a bad break. He hadn't missed many games up until last year when he got hurt in his whole football career. This is more, him being injured is more out of character than anything. His character is being healthy. He hasn't really had injury problems until he got to the league. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't as an NFL player, man. So I always tread lightly when it comes to these injuries. I never question any guy's toughness or heart when it comes to the NFL because even if you're 100% healthy, it's a dangerous game. I used to have hoop dreams. Once upon a time. I wanted to make it to the NFL real bad, and that was my focus. I wanted to go D1, whoop, whoop, whoop. Then I realized I'm not going to grow anymore. I'm not one of the top 0.1% athletes in the world. I played against some NFL guys in high school. When they ran me down, I was one of the fastest guys on my team. They were still running me down from behind, catching me in different angles. I knew the NFL wasn't for me. In high school, they say that some hits hurt. Not really, hits don't really hurt. They say in high school, hits don't really hurt. They say in college, some hits hurt. They say in the NFL, literally every hit hurts. Even the routine tackles that we see, they say it hurts. So I would never question anybody's toughness or heart out there. It's silly. You silly if you do. You know what I'm saying? Do guys fake injuries? Probably. But I just don't feel like it's my place to question anybody's integrity or toughness when I'm sitting here at home on the sideline in front of a camera talking about the team. and they in the ones in the trenches. Yes, they getting paid, but putting their body and their life on the line. That's just me. But I was raised a little different. He said the guy from the football team had 3 concussions. Did he retire? Was it Ricky John Baptiste? That's his name? Did he retire? 3 concussions is a lot, man. That's a lot. But we'll see. But as far as the Panthers, man, we're in a weird spot. These Matt Rule, Oklahoma rumors are going strong. I think it's all cap. I think those Matt Rule rumors are cap. I think Matt Rule got too much pride to walk away during the season. He doesn't want to be categorized with Bobby Petrino. You know, Bobby Petrino, he dipped on the Falcons in the middle of the season. He dipped on them. Then he was right on the motorcycle, got into that motorcycle accident, and went to Arkansas. Pulled up with a neck brace on and a black eye. He was cheating on his wife with some little side piece from the university. But I think Matt Rule has too much pride to leave during the season. Now, after the season, then it make it interesting because it looked like we're not going to the playoffs. Most people think that Matt Rule wants to stay and build something, but there's a lot of pressure being in the NFL, man. The media is at a whole nother level. Motivating men is a whole different thing. The pressure from the fan base. It's a lot. It's a lot. Says that Luke. Chill, man. Can't be talking about Luke like that. Adrian, what up, though? Say, how much longer Joe Brady gonna last? Joe Brady gonna last the whole season. Unless he take a job himself. Because Matt Rule can't call plays on offense or defense. Matt Rule, people want. They're asking Matt Rule, are you gonna take over for play calling, or are you gonna do anything with? No, Matt Rule has philosophies. He don't know nothing. Matt Rule ain't in the trenches. He don't know nothing. He has philosophies. He's a philosopher. That's why he be having all these quotes and one-liners and these motivational speeches. He's a philosopher. A manager. He don't have no specialty. He can't call plays, offense or defense. You see what Ron was on the hot seat and the writing was on the wall. He took over calling plays himself because that's what got Ron hired. When things aren't going right, you go back to what you know. You go out on your own terms because you want to call plays yourself. That's what Ron Rivera did. I always respect Ron for doing that. But Matt Rule, he got to trust the guys he has. And he got to own that stuff if stuff goes wrong. He hired Joe Brady, hired Phil Snow, retained Chase Blackburn. He put the staff in place. He got to own up to it, man. You got to own up to that. That's what happens when you're a philosopher. You ain't got no specialty. You can't tell Joe Brady to step aside on calling plays. You can tell him, hey, let's run the ball more. Hey, let's pass the ball more. Hey, let's get the ball to so-and-so. Hey, let's play so-and-so. Let's feature him. You got ideas and philosophies, but you can't take over yourself and do it. That ain't your game, player. That ain't Matt Rule's game. You guys make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed. Give the video a thumbs up if you have not. See, what was the urgency for the staff for CMC's ankle? He was just massaging it. Yeah, he was doing like foot circles. I don't know what happened. Matt Rule claimed post-game that it wasn't as serious as they thought. Next thing you know, he on IR. That's what let me know they mailing it in and they may be tanking. You say you think Tepper is done with Joe and Matt Rule got one more year. I think Joe's going. I'm a proud believer in leaving before they kick. Like, you can't fire me because I quit type of thing. So Joe, he better get while the getting's good. Joe Brady better get while the getting's good. I say that right now. Because he may be out the paint. Joe Brady may be out the paint. Say the most experienced coach is Chase Blackburn. True that. True that. That fake punt was cool, but it's been too many mistakes. We gave up a punt return, 2 punt blocks this year. Kicking situation has been trash. I mean, he did help get Zane together, I guess, and the backup punter. But special teams has been a mixed bag. So what I think about the Russell Wilson rumors, I don't see Russell getting moved. It just depends who's there. It just depends who's there. Is Pete Carroll still going to be there? Is Pete Carroll going back to college? Is Pete Carroll going to get fired? But clearly the Russell Wilson experiment is not working. They traded their first round picks for Jamal Adams, who only has one more career interception than Vince Wilfork. Ain't that crazy? He's a safety. He only has one more career interception than Vince Wilfork. They gave him 2 first round picks. They gave him that big boy deal. Seattle is down bad in the half. Yeah, we passed on Stefanski and Bieniemy. Stefanski a play caller. He know what he want to do. What's your thoughts on trading back in the first because we don't have a second or third? I'm all for it. Keep losing these games, get a high pick, trade back. Because the Dolphins, they traded what? The 49ers traded to get into the number 3 spot. And they gave up 2 first round picks or 3 first round picks and some other stuff. And the Dolphins still ended up with number 12. That'd be great for us. If we get multiple first round picks in the future, get some other mid round picks to make up for the Sam Darnold trade, and then still able to get offensive tackle at number 10, 11, or 12, if we could be all the way up to number 10 if we lose enough, because our schedule's tough. And with Christian McCaffrey being out, I am not hopeful. I guess I'm not for the tanking, I guess, but I understand. I understand at this point. I thought hope was lost after we lost to the football team. I didn't think. I knew hope was lost after we lost to the football team. So the higher we get, the more we can recoup. Because I think the Dolphins, they traded to get at number 6. They gave up 2 first-round picks to get up into the top 10. So if you have a top 10 pick, you can get some assets, bro. You may not have to fall that far down the draft board. Like I said, the Dolphins fell back. They went from 3 to 12 and got 3 first-round picks. Pretty good haul. Pretty good. Remember, the Carolina Panthers would have been number 3 had they not beat the football team last year. They could have been them. That could have been them. But it's all about that winning culture. All about that winning culture. But I'm going to get up off here, man. I got to finish doing some film study. I'm trying to get the film video dropped tomorrow talking about the defense. Has the defense been exposed? Has the defense been exposed? I will be talking about that with film breakdown to show you what the heck is going on. You guys subscribe if you have not. Do Panthers content, Panthers film breakdown talking about their defense coming tomorrow. I'm going to try to go hard this month of December. Finish out the year strong on video, so make sure you stay in the loop. Merch will be coming soon. Hats and hoodies and T-shirts. I'm working on it. I know I've been saying that a lot, but I am working on it. Stay tuned for the announcement. We're pushing towards 5,000 subscribers. We'll be there soon. Hopefully, after I drop this film video, we'll be there. Maybe by the end of the week, I can get this giveaway kicked off. Who knows? So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm getting up off here, man. Y'all stay safe. Hope y'all didn't eat too much turkey. We'll see y'all next week, Wednesday. Dunk on Demand show will probably be around the same time, 8:30, 9 o'clock. next week. So make sure you guys are tuned in. Well, without further ado, I am Aaron Duncan signing off. Y'all stay safe. I'll see you next time. Peace.